Hello, Mr. Johnson. Yes, welcome in. So today, we're going to be discussing the items that you've brought me. Oh dear. Well, I was under the impression that you'd be bringing more, but we'll see what we have today, and I'll make a decision. I've got my paper right here and my pen, and I'll be writing down what I think each item is worth, and we'll discuss the total price at the end. So, as you know, this is my most prized possession, and well, I've been looking for something to replace it on my desk. Look at the beauty of this model. I love it. It's very impressive. Yes, very impressive. But, as I said earlier, I am interested in what you have to offer. Right? So, well, what is this? Yes, I can very clearly see that it's supposed to be Shrek, but why is his head on a Buddha statue? You got it from a Chinese market. Mr. Johnson, I don't know what kind of business you think I run here, but it's not a stand-up comedy studio. No. This thing is very interesting, but, well, I'm not one for jokes. I'd like something a little more serious. Oh, you think you have something? Okay. Well, for right now, I'll just entertain the idea. So this Shrek Buddha. I'll go ahead and say it's worth $10. I'll be generous to you, even though I find it quite insulting that you've given this to me as your first item to offer, but we'll worry about that later. Alright, let's see what we have here. Now this is much nicer. This is a better quality item than the one previous. The Holy Sepulchre of Jerusalem. Is that correct? Let's see what's inside. Ow. That quivered. I might have to take some off the price for that. Oh, very, very nice. Very nice. Oh, it's made from olive tree wood. From Jerusalem, you say? This is a very nice quality pen in a little box that it comes in. Put that to the side. I quite like this mechanism. It's a very satisfying look and an ergonomic feel. Yes, I quite like this. It even has a clip to put on your shirt. Oh, that's very nice. This is an upgrade from the previous item. 100%. Well, will say $50. Yes, I think 50 is quite fair for that. What else have you got for me? Oh, very nice. Mr. Johnson, I'm quite liking your eye for quality. Perhaps I misjudged you earlier when you handed me that Shrek Buddha. Perhaps a joke put me on edge. This is very nice. What is this exactly? I mean, yes, I am aware it's a globe. You did not need to remind me of that. What is it made out of? You mean to tell me this whole thing is made out of several different types of gemstones? Oh, I can see it now. The glare off of each continent and country. I quite like it. Where did you get this? Mr. Johnson, I think you misunderstand when I say I misjudged you. That does not mean that's more room for jokes. I know that you got this on planet Earth. Where on planet Earth did you get it? In the Himalayan mountains. What is it with you and these Chinese items? I don't understand. Well, this is very fine quality. Very fine quality indeed. I think I can offer quite a good price on that. And you said, actually, what gemstones? Quartz. Anything else, Mr. Johnson? Or just quartz? You don't know. Okay. Very informative, as always, Mr. Johnson. For this gemstone globe, I think I'll offer $40. After all, it's made out of material that I can just find myself. But the fact that you brought it all the way from the Himalayan mountains, I think that's good enough for that price. What else have you got for me, Mr. Johnson? Mr. Johnson, I'm disappointed in you. Yes. Well, you're handing me items that are of no exotic value at all. This is a PlayStation 4 controller, Mr. Johnson. Do you take me for an imbecile? Well, it is quite nostalgic for me, I guess. I remember all the fun that I had with my friends playing the PlayStation. I miss those nights. Well, since you have brought up some positive memories, I suppose I'll shoot you an offer on it. I'm not sure that I should, but I will. So, PS4 controller. I'll say $25. How does that sound? Not high enough. Well, I don't care. Okay, I'll make it 30. Since you are so insistent. Oh, good lord. Mr. Johnson. You surprise me. A mint condition Boba Fett figurine. Unopened? Oh, yes, unopened. I haven't seen these in years. I remember when you could get these for $20 at Walmart. It's been ages since I've seen them. And because he hasn't been taken out of his packaging, he is spotless. Absolutely spotless. Look at that. Well, Mr. Johnson, you've impressed me with this item. For that, I'm willing to pay a hefty price. Oh, I just love the sound of this packaging. It's so relaxing. What was that, Mr. Johnson? Oh, yes. Excuse me. I got quite nostalgic there. Yes, let's get back to the items. Oh, what do we have here? A high quality blade. Well, you continue to impress me, Mr. Johnson. I do like this camo. I'm not sure if I like the material, but other than that, this is a very sturdy knife. And it seems to have a nice mechanism when you flip it out. Well, I'm happy that you've brought this, because I'm in need of one. I lost my other one. I don't know where it went. The last place I had it was hiking in the mountains. Must have dropped off my belt. But now it seems I have a replacement. Listen to that crisp sound. That's a very, very nice knife. Where did you find this? Oh, yes. The General Store in Boone, North Carolina. Oh, goodness. What a place. That's one of my favorite stops when I'm up north a little ways. When I'm in the mountains. Taking in the scenery. Ah, I must stop. Ah, I almost forgot to give you an offer on the Boba Fett. I'll go ahead and do that now. Boba Fett. Let's see. Let's do around $80. And for the knife, let's do $35. Now we are back on track. Oh, you have one more item for me. Well, Mr. Johnson, aside from the first item, I've been rather impressed with you. Let's see this last item. Okay. Oh, this is some nice packaging. Seiko. This sounds familiar. I don't know where I've heard that name. Where have I heard that name before? Oh, don't tell me. Oh. Mr. Johnson. I'm too excited to look. Is it what I think it is? It is. Oh, a quality Seiko watch. Oh, goodness. I am a huge fan of these things. Look at that pillow that it comes with. Oh, look at this thing. It's beautiful. This is the outdoors strap, it seems. Yeah. Oh, look at that. Look at this. Beautiful. Oh, let's get a closer look. Oh, goodness. Oh, it must not have been worn in some time. Its hands are no longer moving. Oh, look at that. Oh, this thing is beautiful. Such a quality watch. I know it's not the most expensive thing in the world. Maybe not the choice of most celebrities, but I am a huge fan of this brand of watch. Just look at that. Look at the detail. Look at the shine. Oh. Mr. Johnson, I am most impressed by this. It looks like it's never even been worn. It looks like it's in perfect condition. Mr. Johnson, I'm willing to offer you $210 for this watch. Alright, you drive a hard bargain, Mr. Johnson. I'll go ahead and bump it to $250. But I will not budge on that. Alright, sounds like we have a deal. Oh, this thing's magnificent. Alright, I'll go ahead and plop this back on. Plop, plop, plop this back on to its pillow. Oh dear, I'm having some trouble. Oh goodness. There we go. Beautiful. I'll go ahead and put it back in its box. All right, Mr. Johnson. So, for this gag of an item that you've offered me, I have it at $10 valuation. Of course, you can dispute it, you can take it to another appraiser, but for now, that is my offer. For the olive wood pen, I have $50 for the Gemstone globe. Such a beautiful, beautiful globe. I have $40 for this item. For the PS4 controller, I have $30. For the Boba Fett figurine, oh, what a wonderful mint condition figurine. For this, I have $80. I think that's a very fair price, Mr. Johnson. For the knife, I have $35, as it's, well, an ordinary knife. And for the beautiful, beautiful, beautiful Seiko watch, for this I have $250, which, well, maybe wasn't the price I originally settled on, but I'm generous enough and, well, interested enough to pay a little bit more. So I have 10, 50 for 60, 60 plus 40 for $100, 100 plus 30 for 130, 130 plus 80 for $210, 210 plus 35 for $245, and last but not least, $245 plus $250 for $495 total. I think this is very fair. Mr. Johnson, I hope that you'll accept this offer. Oh, good deal. Well, I'm grateful for the items that you've brought me today. I will make sure that they are well taken care of in my personal collection. I thank you for your time today, Mr. Johnson. Yes, very good to see you again. Safe travels, Mr. Johnson. Have a good rest of your evening. Bye-bye.